Now,
mid
I'll
to
tell you
me.
what the most hated one is. The alternate version of Wolf, where it's having the little M.
I'm gonna say good morning. It is good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning, bottom of the morning. It's pink. It's pink here on the Don't Blend In podcast that you're tuning into on a. You know what? It's Thursday for you. It's Thursday.
It's Friday.
No, we drop on Fridays, but they're watching this on Thursday.
Okay. A week later.
Hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for being back for another week of Yap Sessions. Your host Derrick, co-host.
Tomas.
What are your thoughts on it being pink?
The hat. He's talking about the hat, by the way.
Yeah, my hat is pink, man. I don't know if y'all can really tell for real, but anyways, man.
Look, I think it'll look more pink in the recordings.
Yeah.
It's just that when we're filming and we're seeing the image that we're seeing, everything looks a little brighter, you know?
Anyways, today we've got a new segment, one of the new segments of all time. Frankly, no,
Okay, no, not with that, not with that.
Go, bro.
All right, but just to start off with, we're kind of tired today. We gotta get a few episodes in because I'm gonna be in Europe for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, if we're wearing the same clothes this episode as next episode, because we filmed,
And the two after that, and then two after that.
it's because we filmed multiple episodes on one day. I'll be gone. And we're also a little tired today because we were at our homeboy's birthday yesterday.
Getting crunk.
Shout out Nurbin. We was not getting crunk.
We were getting so crunk.
No, we weren't.
We were not getting
We
crunk.
both drove.
We both drove.
But no, yeah. We're at our homeboy's birthday. Shout out Nurbin, 21st.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday. Old as hell nowadays. The big 21st birthday. No, it was nice. It was nice. It's just, had to get home, so we both had to exit very early. I mean, it started at 9, so
yeah, it wasn't that early.
It wasn't the birthday itself didn't start that early, so we really didn't have much time to be there. I left at like 11:30. When did you leave? It was left time, same time,
like
right?
11:40.
11:40.
I just stayed around. They took a shot. I told him my birthday again. You didn't see the cake, by the way. The cake was a picture of Nurbin.
No, I saw the cake.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, but I had what's it called? I had to stop at my girl's house, so I left a little bit before you did.
You got home later than I did. Way later.
Yeah, I got home at like 12.
Yeah, you texted me at like 12.
As I said, something. I got home at like 12, and I was like, "Yo, I just got home," and I immediately hopped on CK3 for like an hour, and then I went to bed at like 1. I had to because I got home and I got brushed my teeth and all that stuff, got ready for bed, and my girl got ready for bed, and then I was like, and then she was hungry, so I made her some popcorn before I went to sleep. And I was like, let me hop on some CK3 for a little bit. I have a little Bosnia run that I want to continue. I still haven't decided where I'm going to go this Bosnia run, but we'll see. I think I'm trying to form Yugoslavia. It's not something you could form in the game naturally. I need to find a new empire, but whatever.
Yeah, I got home, rolled for like 15, 20 minutes, and then I fell asleep. Yeah, I didn't do shit. I got home and I went to sleep, bro.
Also, I will let y'all know on an update from last episode. Me and Derrick have played CK3.
We've played CK3.
It's a 20 likes on TikTok, and you would play. It's not out by the time we're filming this, so we have no idea if it's 20 likes on TikTok.
We don't know.
If it does, though, we will be streaming some CK3 together.
Yes, streamathon, CK3-a-thon, 48 hours.
Let us know what y'all want to see with that. If y'all want to see me molest Derrick, what it would be.
Yeah.
Or just something chill. I start somewhere, Derrick starts somewhere. I start somewhere ridiculously hard, Derrick starts somewhere ridiculously easy. And we'll see the progress from there. Maybe we'll get Raymond involved,
I hate
volunteer him. But yeah, dude. So that's the little new segment I want to throw out there. Nervin's birthday. Shout out Nervin.
Shout out Nerby. Well, the other gargantuan, May 15th.
Elden did.
No, Iceman.
Oh. Let's save Elden did for the next episode.
Yeah. Iceman, May 15th.
Drake, Drizzy,
the sixth god.
I will not pretend like I'm excited for it. I don't really care.
I'm terrified for it, honestly.
I don't really care because I just don't. It's not like I don't like Drake. I like Drake. I'll focus on Drake. I'm just not too. I'm just. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's gonna be great. I would love to be wrong though. I would love to be wrong. If it's a great album, I'll be there. I'll listen to it. I might add some songs to playlist. We'll see. We'll see. I don't got nothing too crazy. No, you're not gonna get no crazy taste from me when it comes to music, because I'm very much a regular guy when it comes to music. I don't got no crazy like I fucking hate this artist that everyone loves, and I love this artist that everyone hates. Nah, I'm chill. I don't really hate no one. I'm a positive guy.
I'm worried, man.
So
I'm
you're worried?
worried. Yeah, judging by the sound that he's gone with, like the "What Did I Miss" and some of the beats that he's teased and shit like that. I don't know. The sound is cool. The sound is cool and it doesn't sound bad. That sound, I don't think is for me right now. But I think if he goes just completely solo, uh, maybe throws on one, two features for the the R&B tracks that we're almost guaranteed to have.
It's Drake, yeah.
But other than that, if he just goes in and he tells a story and he has drive and he
Which
actually says
he
something,
usually does.
then we're good.
Even
But
in his worst projects, he usually says something. Usually,
but I'm
you know.
saying like one cohesive thing though.
That's where we start to get kind of like,
Because like we can go at Her Loss and that was just a bunch of rap songs, cool.
yeah.
Then we can go at like For All the Dogs, which had kind of a consistent theme, but it was more just a bunch of songs again. Too many forgettable songs for it to be one whole thing. I need I need a views. He's been back in Toronto. He's been at home. He's had time. I need views. I think views is the largest comp conceptually to this project. It just makes the most sense, right? And like my favorite Drake project is Nothing Was the Same. I would love for it to be on that level. I don't think it's gonna be on that level, but I'm scared. I think it's either gonna be great or I'm not gonna. I'm gonna add one song max.
I'm not. I haven't seen any signs of it being great. Then again, I'm not someone that's very much into like the leaks and the this and the that, which is funny because I'm a Kanye fan. You'd think I'd be hella into the leaks because there's always been
Yeah,
fucking every song of his gets leaked like a month early. But I've never been really into the leaks and stuff. I've always been very much someone that's like, I'll wait for it to come out. I'll see the teasers. I'll see the trailers. Uh, it's always been something about leaks just feel disrespectful to the artist.
I agree.
Like the artist didn't want you to see it. I'll give the artist the
Because you're
respect,
seeing them with their pants down.
and you don't want to see them with their pants down.
Nah,
No, but
yeah.
it's just kind of like the artist wanted to release this thing, and they want to release it at this time, and I think rollouts are part of the art. Like there's an art to rollouts, so
Absolutely.
I like to respect the artist on that level and just be like, you know what, I'll listen to it when it was supposed to be listened to, unless it's like again as a Kanye fan, this dude does delay his stuff a lot. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? I was intending to listen to it on this day. You didn't release. Pull up the leaks. I'm gonna listen to it on this day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, I haven't seen anything about Iceman that Drake hasn't dropped himself. So I'm not really. I don't got nothing to speak on that. All I do have to say is, if we're going off the last few Drake projects, I don't think I'm gonna love it. But hearing you say Views as a comp is kind of interesting because Views came out what, like 2017?
16.
2016? It's been a decade. Been a decade. So for that to be the first album you think of being like, yeah, it's probably gonna be like this, is like
I
interesting.
think I think sonically it's not gonna be that way.
Okay. I thought you meant sonically.
No, I think conceptually that makes the most sense. I think Nothing Was the Same also makes sense. It's not gonna be like Take Care. It's not gonna be like If You're Reading This Is Too Late. It's not gonna be like Scorpion. It's not. No,
You're mostly going old album.
I think it's only gonna be because I mean all his last shit hasn't had a whole lot of substance. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if I'm looking at where Drake is at, if I'm looking at what he has to prove, if I'm looking at because the thing with Drake is, bro, as of recent, right? And that this goes really with all our bigger artists, bro. They're dynamite, and you don't know if their next project is gonna be a dud or not. You know what I mean? That's kind of the
Yeah.
thing with these artists is like Kanye could go and drop some of his best. I'm not gonna say his best, but he can go and drop some of his best, or you could fuck around and say his best, maybe sonically, right? Drake is definitely one of those, because the thing with Drake and what annoys like us Drake fans is Scary Hours edition, that little EP, the little extension to For All the Dogs, was the best I've heard from Drake in a long time. Motherfucker was rapping, bro. This motherfucker Conductor, and this isn't even the glaze on Conductor. This isn't even about Conductor, but like just to show that Drake went that route. Drake has a pen. This motherfucker can rap, bro. We look at his feature game, bro. Like, stop. So that's the thing with Drake is like, he has it in the chamber. He just felt like going this way or felt like going that way. To most of us Drake fans, we just hope he feels in going in the direction that we want him to go in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's always a dynamite that hasn't been exploded yet, and that goes with Dot. That goes with, well, I mean, Dot hasn't really missed, but that goes with all these bigger artists. But Drake is one that is like, bro, if this motherfucker just locks in, and it just locks, bro.
I will add. Hold on. I think GNX was to a certain degree a miss.
The only way you could say that is if you're looking at it comparatively.
But that's
a whole conversation.
No, but I think it's important to look at artists comparatively, because when they set the bar, they set their own bar, and I think it's important to compare artists to what they are, because you play this. Music isn't like sports where eventually your body caps out and you get old and you decline. Technically, music wise, you just get better with age.
Yes.
A lot of artists,
which we've seen that happen.
But a lot of artists don't. And that's why I love to say you should compare artists comparatively to each other. When you're giving an objective ranking of an album, if you're saying this album is a 5 out of 10, this album is a 10 out of 10, then obviously you don't go comparatively, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're talking about whether or not it's a good album or bad album, you're not actually giving a rating, then I think you should go comparatively. Because they set a bar, they set a standard.
What if Kendrick has all three? What if Kendrick has Damn, T-Pab, and GKMC, right? Mm-hmm. And those are all the best albums of all time. And then he drops GNX, and it's better than every other album that has ever come out from any other artist, but it's like a 7 out of 10 compared to all of these other ones. Which isn't what happened, by the way. That's not what happened. Like, Damn isn't as good as, like, T-Pab is. Yeah, I mean, T-Pab is my favorite, but you can say GKMC is the best. But the thing is, I agree, you should look comparatively, but you can't say it's a miss. You can't say GNX is a miss when compared to because if you want to look comparatively, I mean, technically you're always looking comparatively. Right?
No, I'm talking about comparatively to Kendrick, right? But if you compare it to other Kendrick projects, it's just so clearly.
It still doesn't make sense. No. Being clearly the worst doesn't mean you're a miss, though.
When you're clearly the worst, there's something to be said there.
What? Because T-Pab has every single song is perfect, and then GNX has one or two songs where you could say, "Hey, I don't like those." Doesn't mean it's a miss.
I think it's important.
You could say it's substantially worse.
It's important to compare artists themselves. Kendrick put a bar, and he went under his own bar. We know he's better than that. So to then come out and be like, yeah, this is his worst album. And we're not going to pretend like every Kendrick album is perfect. Mr. Morale is an album that some people love, some people hate. Is a controversial album. It doesn't matter which part of the aisle you fall on, if you think it's great or if you think it's bad. The fact that it's controversial in and of itself shows you that there's something there. Like there's some people that listen to this and like, hey, I don't like it. Even if you don't understand, even if you're not with those people. Yeah. But like, I wouldn't call Good Kid, Mad City a controversial album.
No.
I wouldn't call T-Pab a controversial album. I wouldn't call Damn a controversial album because they're just unanimously, we love it. But then,
you wouldn't call Section 80 a miss.
No, but that's because it came out before everything else. If Section 80 came out now, I would probably call it a miss for Kendrick. Because a lot of people, it's controversial.
I guess.
I've heard the take of Section 80 is bad. Now, do I think Section 8? I don't think Section 8 is bad. I don't think Mr. Morale is bad. But to hear a take a lot, and it's not hate. Like, you hear the analysis and people are like, actually, I don't like this. I'm like, you know what? At some point, we gotta add that into the review of the album. Mm-hmm. I think it's very important to say my personal review is this album is a 10 out of 10. But when we look at it objectively, half the people in the world say it's a 0, half the people say it's a fucking 7. So it's probably like a 4. Even if I personally love it. I think it's important to talk about what other people are saying too, on top of just your own personal thoughts. Because then you're really showing the full situation of what's going on around the album.
Hey, listen, we can get into a whole GNX analysis, but
all I gotta say is with this whole section, bringing it back to Drake and Iceman and everything, is Iceman could be amazing. Iceman could be bad. I don't know none. So forget everything I said, bro. Just listen to Derrick.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good. But again, just y'all at home, listen to Derrick about this because I am not as educated. I don't go after leaks. I don't listen to leaks as often.
No, it's all shit. Yeah. He leaked to the streams, like teased.
Yeah, I don't listen to that stuff.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah.
I got fucking killed actually over a leak on a TikTok comment because we were talking about Bully and some dude was like, Bully already dropped. And I'm like, no, Bully didn't already drop. It was AI samples and loops and it was weird. Yeah. And then when the full album came out, you give it a listen, like, oh, it sounds nothing like the shit that we got a year ago. Like, yeah, bro. But it's the same situation. Like, I don't listen to leak.
I think the sound so far just isn't my lane.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? It's not that it sounds bad.
That's what I would ask.
It's just that because I mean, you know, to wrap up this whole Iceman thing. Personally, for me, I really don't listen to Tyler often.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's my favorite artist, but I don't listen to him often. So
it's just stupid statement, bro.
No,
he's my favorite artist. I'd never listen to him.
I don't
fuck with him for real.
I don't listen to. Honestly, I listen to his features more often than I listen to him. You know what I mean? Like the most I've heard Tyler recently was on a West Side Gun song. To be honest, and then before that, a Freddie Gibbs song. So, damn, where the fuck was I going with that? With Drake, it's not that it sounds bad, just not what I'm looking for at the moment. And also just in general, it's more in the lane of like, I mean, the closest I can compare it is like, let me put it this way, right? There's two halves of
side up though
of underground hip hop.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like, you know, Yeet, of course. And then there's like Yeet, Opium, like that's when you get to your net spends, that's when you get to like there's a lot. There's just a lot, right? And then there's the other half of underground, which is like, I hate this. By the way, I do not support this at all. But the real hip hop, like,
hey, don't
the underground, like
don't loop me in with everything Derrick says, bro. I don't know enough to say the word hate. I don't know, no, because I feel like you say some things and then people in real life feel like, didn't you? I didn't say that. That was the other guy, not me.
No, that's cool, but I don't like the whole real hip hop because then you're saying Yeet isn't real hip hop. Then you're saying, you know, like all these guys, right? But then there's like the boom bap, like underground, where it's like, you know what I mean? Like some of the guys from there, I mean, I could name a bunch, but let's just call it Alchemist and his boys. You know what I'm saying? Red Veil, Navy Blue, all those fucking guys, right? Which are phenomenal artists. I'm more right now on the side of like the quote unquote, again, I just have no better way to put it, but it's like drumless, like sample heavy hip hop, right? Just like boom bap, like drumless, sample heavy, like Earl Sweatshirt, Al, like Mike, all those guys, right? Mavi.
He said when I listened to, hey, Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah. You started talking about underground, and I was like, I'm not going to have no input. I listened to Earl Sweatshirt. Hey! I'm underground, guys. I'm niche. I'm niche. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's like killed me, bro. Okay, hold on. Let me put it. You remember the festival I wanted you to go to?
Yeah.
That has all those guys: Navy Blue, Earl Sweatshirt, Mike, Neonte, Mavi, all those fuckers.
I saw some names.
Yeah, so there's that half. I'm more on that half, and right now the sound that Drake's going for so far, it feels really grandiose, which I love. Tomas and I both love that, right? It feels great. It feels amazing. The instruments he's using don't sound like the ones I typically listen to. I'm always gonna listen to it, right? And it sounds good. There was one that was fucking crazy. What Did I Miss was a good song. I just didn't like the writing to it. You know what I mean? The beat was cool. And if he goes for that consistent sound, I'm probably not gonna adore this album like I do some of his other ones, right? That doesn't mean it's worse. It's just not my sound. You know what I mean? Kind of like Darkly and Demo Tapes. Darkly and Demo Tapes is a good album, but I prefer some of his other good albums just because of the sound. You know what I mean? He's like Darkly and Demo Tapes. Although I like some of the songs and some of the songs on there are great, I prefer the sound of some of his other good work compared to that.
All right, so
that's how I feel about Iceman. But I mean, regardless, if he's spitting,
we'll see when it comes out. If it's good, it's good.
If it's good, it's good. But yeah, that's how I feel about Iceman. It's coming out May 15th. I'm excited. And then I mean, to wrap it up, they had to like block out the whole area.
I said I'm excited. Excited is a strong word. I'm
looking forward to
it. I'm not like dying over it.
Yeah,
you know,
just to see what's up.
I'm excited for the fucking Bloodborne movie and stuff. We'll get to that in the next episode.
Yeah.
In a few hours. All right.
But yeah, keeping it consistent with hip hop, man. If the thumbnail didn't give it away, if the title didn't give it away,
talking about album covers.
Talking about album covers.
I think we have a lot to
they
cover.
can actually kind of read it this time.
Hey.
The album doesn't look like album, but others, you can't really see the C.
Others.
Because it's the glare, but covers,
This is
y'all know what's up.
It says Alvin Lovers on it.
Alvin.
Alvin Lovers, hey.
Yeah, actually, it does kind of look like Alvin.
We're talking about Alvin. How much we love
Al
Alvin.
and lovers something.
We're talking about how much we love Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah,
got great album covers.
I mean, I guess we'll start with.
Up like this.
I guess we'll start with. We'll start with Iceman. I'm excited to see what the Iceman album cover is, man.
Knowing Drake's probably just like an ice emoji.
Like I really hope it. I really hope it isn't shit. I think there's a lot of potential this one.
Drake has a history.
I really liked his one with his last one, Some Sexy Songs for You.
For me personally, Drake has a history of like either 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 album covers.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he either has an album cover where I'm like, this is Hall of Fame bad, or this is like Hall of Fame good. So it's either gonna be the hardest photo you've ever seen in your life, or it's gonna be just an emoji, or it's just gonna be a white canvas with an emoji of ice on it. Like it's gonna be one or the other, bro. No. Yeah, Certified Lover Boy is one of the worst album covers of all time. In my personal take, I don't like it. It's literally emojis, bro. Like I think respectfully, that's very respectfully. Obviously,
this is gonna follow us throughout this episode. Yep. I feel like for me, and I'll elaborate as we go, I bring up more album covers. But I feel like with an album cover, if it doesn't make me do the all right, if it doesn't make me do the Leo da Vinci meme where it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. If it doesn't make me do that and like remember it immediately, I'm probably like for example, I don't really despise any album covers.
No, I'm saying,
but if you're forgettable, sorry, if you're forgettable, I probably don't like you.
No. I have to add,
like CLB.
If you're memorable, but my biggest memory of it is, oh, that was lazy.
Yeah. Then I have to have a conscious reminder, constantly being like that album cover was hard. Yeah. And if I don't think it was hard, then I probably don't think it's good. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Not that I dislike it.
Forgettable.
But I probably don't like it.
Two biggest sins for me are forgettable or lazy. Yeah. Because you can be memorable, but if my biggest memory of your album cover is that was fucking lazy or that was ass, then
yeah, exactly.
You know? And for me, Certified Lover Boy is an ass. It doesn't look bad, right? It's just an album cover. But I look at it and I'm like, this doesn't. It feels lazy. Like, I could have made that in like a few minutes.
Literally.
Yeah, and
white backdrop and yeah,
bunch of emojis. Like it's not bad. It's not like, oh, this is abysmal. This hurts my eyes. It looks okay. It's aesthetically okay. It's just like I know this took him 5 minutes to make. And the worst part is I know he didn't care about it. I know he didn't put no soul into it. He was like, and that's fine. You know, he makes music. He makes music. You know, that's what he does. But what are you laughing at? It's real. He makes music. Sometimes some artists don't really care about the album covers. They're just trying to make the music, and that's it. Trying to make their songs. That's it, and I can respect that. But then you look at something like his last project, Sexy Songs for You, and you're like, he cares about the album covers. That one was tough. And then you go back to Certified Lover Boy. You're like, what happened?
You know what? To stay on the Drake, because Drake has such an extensive discography.
We'll talk about so much Drake.
Let's hold him as kind of the cornerstone here, because he has a little bit of everything. He has some very creative ones that mean something and are strong. Views, right? He has, and even with that, he has simple ones that are strong, like views, and then he has care. And then he has some that are just terrible. Yeah, he has some that are terrible. So okay, I want to start with like
what to you is the most. I know what I think is the most terrible.
The most terrible?
Yeah. It's I think we agree. I think we know which one. Yo, don't laugh like that, bro. Because if we're talking about the same one, then it's gonna look bad.
See, the question is what you mean terrible. There's one that fits the vibe. And if you look at it, because listen, perspective is everything, right? There's one that the one that Adonis made.
Which one was that? I don't even know.
Child.
I don't know the lore behind that.
The for all the dogs. He drew that one.
You drew that one?
Yes.
I know that.
See,
I like that one.
That's the thing, right? Because if you're looking at bad, like, are you looking at bad as in like objective? Because I'm looking at it from as an album cover.
No, that's because
that one. No. I like that one. I don't love that one.
Hold on. Not only is that one not bad in my opinion, but it's also not a bad album cover. I like that one.
Okay, cool.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
I thought you were, and I was like, I can't really, but. I mean, I'd have to go check, but I think for me it's probably CLB.
Okay. I think CLB.
Oh, are you looking at her loss?
Yeah. I thought we were both on the same page.
I think with her loss, what gets me is that I just like it's cooler to me than CLB. And
no, it is.
you got to be fair. Like my favorite color is pink.
I'd rather the album cover look a little fugly than than it be lazy. So to me, his worst album cover is Certified Lover Boy, because it's just like, again, I could have whipped that up in like 5 minutes, bro. Yeah. Throw me like a few bands and I'll I'll make something better.
Like to be fair, the only thing, and it kind of sucks, but the only thing that makes CLB what it is that it's CLB. Like it's iconic. Like that's the only reason people like the album cover. Sorry, I said it. I like CLB as I'd say I like CLB more than probably the average person, but it's his weakest album cover. Like the only reason y'all like the CLB album cover is either because it's funny, you find it funny, or because it's iconic.
I think it's like one of those era things.
Like it just got sensationalized.
It's one of those things of like, if you were there.
Yeah.
I think in like 10 years, 20
you felt
years,
so there.
In 10, 20 years, people who are like growing up now who weren't really there won't like the album cover.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what the fuck is this? And then people of our generation are gonna have to be like, no, you weren't there, you don't get it.
Yeah. And then also, like, to be fair, we're like champagne poetry.
That's what I'm saying. It's
like the remorse.
If you were there, and by the way, again, I'm a Kanye fan. I was Donda 100%. To this day, I like Donda more than Certified Lover Boy. But like, and also, we're not gonna get into it too much, bro. But the Donda album cover is very, very good. Okay. No. It's very, very good. I like making fun of it because it's funny, but it's actually meaningful. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think there's such thing as an album cover. No, because let me play this right. When I first came out, how old were we? Like we were early high school, no?
It was
early high school.
Yeah.
Early high school first. I remember thinking, the black screen, that's so lazy. But and it's like it is kind of lazy, but when you think about it, right? First of all, we ain't gonna call Kanye lazy.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna call Kanye lazy. Kanye cares more about putting effort into his art than putting effort into being a father.
But even then, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't call it lazy.
No, because we're major hypocrites. Like, yeah, Drake, he did that shit in 5 minutes. Kanye didn't even take a second, bro. He just screenshotted. But like, it's not lazy.
The thing that
meaning behind it.
That's the thing. The thing that gets me about laziness, right? Because there's a couple. It's complex, right? But when you look at it, right, Donda, because some songs are made in 5 minutes. Some songs are made in a year. You know what I mean? So why do I say that? If Ye said here, that's the album cover, right? 5 minutes, because he knew immediately. Like he was thinking and he came up with the idea, and when he found out what he wanted to make the album about, he had it right there.
Yeah.
Even if it was quick, that doesn't mean it was lazy. There's meaning behind it. It's thoughtful. It's intentional. Yeah. The thing with CLB that makes it lazy to me is more the actual tangible thing that you're talking about. Because CLB, the cover makes sense. Let's be honest. The cover makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
It makes thematic sense, right? Which there he could have maybe sat down, and maybe he sat down for 6 months, and maybe Donda was in 5 minutes, right? So by that stretch, it's not lazy, but it's you kind of coincide laziness with things that aren't tasteful, and so he tried something for the sensationalization of the album. Sure, it worked, but you kind of whipped this up. You could have made something better, right? And this is all opinion, of course.
With Don?
No, with CLB.
Okay, I was making
it's like you whipped this up. You could have made something better, obviously. Even if you sat down and you thought about it and you said, you know what, this is the one, Drake missed. It happens.
I think it's more of like a...
And then the actual making of it is like, oh yeah, that's lazy. It looks lazy.
Like both of them took like no time at all to make. The difference is one of them ties into the album deep meaning wise.
And was tasteful.
The other one is like, look at all my baby mamas. Like, yeah, respectfully, bro. Look at all my baby mamas.
Which makes sense to the album.
Okay, but one is not to police art, right? Because we love to say your art is stupid because it doesn't have deep meaning, and that's bad. You know, sometimes people want to make art about simpler things that don't have to be. But
fine. One
is about his dead mother. The other one's about look at all my baby mamas. Like that matters.
Art is forming opinion.
I know, but that matters to me. That matters.
I still like the album.
That matters to me because one is tasteful, the other one is significantly less tasteful.
Yes,
and that matters. That matters to me.
Okay? Yeah, and that's fair.
That's why I think one is like kind of a lazy album cover, and the other one isn't. When they're both lazy made wise, but one of them is lazy. The meaning doesn't fucking matter. The other one is like it's important.
I like that you brought up that point. And again, bro, we've I don't know if we've said this before, but when it comes to talking art, I feel like every episode we have like a little thing that's like just to remind y'all, right, dude? Going into art and talking about art and all this shit is inherently it's opinion. It's all subjective.
Oh yeah, there's no factor.
So
unless hold on, unless you lie about something.
Unless you lie about something or you
yeah.
just hate and slander something,
Yeah.
slander, that's one thing. But if y'all are here and y'all hearing us talk about takes and shit like that, bruh, you should know what you're here for.
Yeah.
You should know what you're here for. Like,
it's also fine if you want to like go in the comments and destroy us.
If you want to talk shit, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine too, because that's you know what? That's your opinion.
And we invite that.
And we invite that. I think it's important to any great podcast should invite a little bit of slander. Because I think any great podcast would be about your opinions.
Exactly.
I'll just take a moment to slander real quick someone else.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm so tired of educational podcasts.
Why?
Because I don't think podcasting is a good format to be educational. I think there's so many better formats out there to teach people. I think for me, what makes a
an insane turn.
What?
Look at insane turn.
No, because I just want to throw this out there. I'm kind of tired of people being like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a podcast so I can teach you." I'm like, there's so many better methods to teach people that you could be taking. Meanwhile, podcasting is, I think, it's just a good form to just throw some shit out there and then talk. I think it's a great platform to talk to other people. That's what I would like using it for. I like saying something and then seeing what people think about it, and then I can talk to them about it, and they can tell me about my take, and I can hear their take, and we can have a great conversation.
I think the reason people choose that is just because of the actual medium, because it changes retention.
Yeah.
So you know how some people are visual learners. Yeah. Some people have to read it. Some people have to listen to it. Like that's the reason there's like some AI, and I bring up AI because we're gonna talk about AI later with some other album covers. You don't know about it, but
oh no.
Yeah. When it comes to like there's certain AI that you can use and it turns it into a podcast because you hear and then it gives you the option between one person or two people. It just ups retention. It's another way to learn, like audiobooks. You know what I mean?
That's fine, but again, there is like if you're someone out there and you're an expert in your field and you want to teach people, there are so many methods, right?
Yeah.
I think YouTube videos, obviously, are an amazing method. I think books are an amazing method. I think audiobooks are an amazing method. Podcasting isn't that super duper high up there because you don't need a lot of credentials to be a podcaster.
Okay.
And we get a lot of people that just don't say nothing, that speak on some bullshit. This show is not educational. Me and Derrick are not teaching you anything because me and Derrick are not experts in our fields. You know what I mean? We're just talking and we're giving takes, we're giving opinions, and our opinions are going to grow over the years. And we want to talk to y'all, and we want y'all to see our growth and see your growth. That's just the main idea behind it. We're not actually trying to teach you anything. Meanwhile, a lot of podcasters will go on and pretend like they're trying to teach you something, and it's like you're not a professional. You know?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if you want to publish a book, you need to have credentials. It's a lot harder to publish a book. If you want to make a good YouTube video, you're going to have to cite your sources. People will check you on your sources. Meanwhile, a podcast, people don't tend to check you on your sources. And
good point.
And that's why I always try and say, hey, if you're like an educational guy and you're really a professional in your field, make YouTube videos, write books, make documentaries, things that need credentials. Because then people will check your credentials and they'll be like, oh, this guy's reliable. This is actual real information.
You're locked.
You're locked. That's just a little side tangent. But getting back into the whole album covers, right? Just to really wrap up on Drake, what is your favorite Drake album? Because you already said your least favorite Drake album cover is Certified Lover Boy. Favorite.
My favorite Drake album or cover? It's a good one. Yeah, nah. I was gonna say are we including EPs, but the Scary Hours edition actually wouldn't even be it anyways. I really enjoy. I'll say my favorite color, I just love the shade of pink that they had on Her Loss. It's nowhere near my favorite album cover.
Okay.
But it's definitely one of my favorites. You know, as much as I love Nothing Was the Same, I think Views. I love that shot, dude. The colors are great.
I think the blue and the white.
Like I think Views where it's just a shot of that that building, I forgot what it's called, up in Toronto. I think it's perfect. I think that's a beautiful shot. I love Nothing Was the Same. I love the deluxe. I love, that he had somebody actually paint it. You know what I mean? Like by hand. Like that painting's done by hand. It's amazing. And it's a very large painting in person. But Take Care is cool. I like the meaning behind that. But yeah, probably Views. It just Views takes it for me.
Blues and the whites and all that.
Like More Life looks cool. But But yeah, views. Yeah, there's kind of no comp. The closest comp would be Nothing Was the Same, but nah, views kills it.
Okay.
Views kills it.
I think really Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, the painting is cool. I don't know why. I just love views.
I think
The
I've
album
seen.
cover to me.
I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna say Nothing Was the Same. I've seen more Nothing Was the Same profile pics
Me too.
than anything else.
Yeah,
I think mine is just Take Care. I think mine is Take Care. I think
I was gonna say Take Care.
because
Yeah,
it's just like, let me put it like this, right? You're in the barbershop getting a cut.
Mm-hmm.
They got the little TVs and stuff showing what song they're playing. If it's a Drake album, which one are you seeing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Take Care is just
Take Care.
When you think of Drake album covers, for me, Take Care is the first one that comes to my mind because it's the one you see the most. It's the one that it's also so good. That's another thing. It's really, really good. And on top of being really, really good, you see it so much, it just kind of ingrains in your brain. You're like, this is the most memorable one, this is the most iconic one. For me, I think it's Take Care. Nothing was the same, obviously. Like every Drake fan got the little profile pic, but
yeah.
I think those two.
But the baby specifically, though, the first one, the original, the deluxe.
Which one? What's the difference? Which one is the baby one?
The original.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's what I like more.
What's the deluxe look like?
Him as a grown up, him as a grown ass man.
Oh, I've seen that one too. That one looks a little weird.
It does.
Kind of looks like a you know the game Worms.
Nah.
Okay, never mind. It looks a little like his neck to head ratio.
Okay,
off.
yeah, I think I think those are my two favorites, and then my two least favorites are probably CLB and Care Package. I don't really like Care Package.
For me, it's CLB and Her Loss.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But
yeah, I like to use Drake because I feel like he's a good like starting point because he not only does he have a lot, but he has a variety. He has some that are simple that look really good, views. Yeah, and If You're Reading This Too Late, even though it's just the name, I think If You're Reading This Too Late is an amazing album cover.
I think
we didn't mention it, but it's a great album cover.
If you want to get into like someone else a little bit, I think Tyler's a really good next pivot point.
I think it's a good one
because Tyler's someone that to me, I don't think he's ever missed an album cover. I like all of his album covers.
I agree.
His worst album cover in my let's go recent era versus the older era.
Okay.
Because Tyler, no funding, no money. Tyler is like, yeah, obviously the album covers are gonna be a little worse. Sure. Drake never had no funding, so. But if we're looking at the more recent Tyler projects, right? Don't Have a Glass is probably the worst one.
Really?
Probably the worst one, and it's not like by a lot. I've seen people that fucking hate the album cover. Like I think it was. Nah, I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Okay.
I was
Smart.
And then I was like, nah, I don't remember if he's the one that said it. One of our homeboys said that he thought Big Poe looked ugly as fuck. And I was like,
oh my God.
And I was like, no, I get it. It's a weird model. But like, I like it. Now, what I don't like is just Big Poe white background. I'm like, okay, you could have done more than that, especially when you compare it to like Chromacopia.
Yes.
Bro, hold on. Estate Sale on Call Me If You Get Lost. That's one of my favorite. Like that's a beautiful album cover. Even the regular album cover for Call Me If You Get Lost.
What's your least favorite? I got my least favorite.
In all of Tyler's discography?
Yeah.
That's difficult. I think it's Goblin.
Me too.
I think it's Goblin.
Me too.
I
think Goblin is absolutely my bottom.
And it's crazy because Bastard is just like red screen text.
But I like Bastard.
But I like Bastard. I think it is more original than Goblin. Goblin isn't even a bad album cover. Now I'll tell you what the most hated one is. The alternate version of Wolf, where it's having the little M.
That's peak. That's peak. That shit is peak, bro. He's just.
No, bro.
That shit is fire,
I don't get the
bro.
hate behind that one, bro. Like
I see people loving it, bro. I love that one.
I've seen hate behind it. Like
you hate on that? You wildin', bro.
Bro. I think Wolf. Something that made Wolf so iconic was the album cover.
Yes. Personally, I like the original more.
Yeah,
the original Wolf album cover,
yeah.
Bro. I got the original Wolf album cover over Flyboy. I got the original Wolf album cover over I got the original Wolf album cover over Flyboy. I got it over. Do I got it over the Estate Sale?
No, you don't. Stop. No, you don't.
Probably.
That's nasty.
I have it over Cherry Bomb. I have it over Bastard. It's my favorite of his original, and I got it over Flyboy. I have it over Cherry Bomb, and I probably have it over the Estate Sale.
You're lost, bro.
Nah, I love the Wolf album cover.
Y'all in the comments, tell Derrick he's lost.
The Chromacopia, it's funny because Big Poe is actually one of my favorite ones.
Really?
It's one of my favorite ones. I love. Now, I also just love Big Poe as a character. I love. It's funny because it's one of my least listened to Tyler albums. Top 2 for sure.
Top 2, and he's never listened to Bastard, so
All right, bro. But
it's actually top 1.
But the fucking album cover is so sick. Everything affiliated with the album is so sick. The music is sick. Like, it's just great.
No,
it's great.
I like it.
I love the visuals. I love the outfit. I love the chain. I love the big ludicrous arms. I love it.
I like Big Poe as a character, but like I'm telling you, bro, white background, really?
I think cover's dope.
I think we could have done more than that. I think there was more to be done with Big Poe as a character on this album cover instead of just like white background.
I agree. And to be honest, the actual Photoshop of it isn't crazy. It's not difficult.
It's not.
It didn't take super duper long. I don't know. I think that's just one of the, like, just motherfuckers just be having guilty pleasures, like, you know what I'm saying?
A guilty pleasure.
Yeah, like there's some things that you just like.
That's how you know it's not actually good. It's it's not actually good when you call it a guilty pleasure.
No, but I know because it's definitely good. I think it's good, but I know for me personally when to discern whether, because I can look at things objectively and then subjectively. Like, nothing was the same. Probably like the writing probably isn't as good as like Take Care. You know what I mean? But I just like it more. You know what I mean? I mean, it's on the same level, but you can make that argument. Is what I'm trying to say, right?
With Drake talked to
with I mean, it's just a good reference point. But when you look at like Tyler and you look at that album cover, it's not as good as it's not as good as Chromacopia. It's not as good as half of his fucking catalog. It's not as good as Flower Boy, but I like it more than Flower Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know that like Flower Boy is a more appealing visual.
I get that, but I
just know I like it more.
I get it and I respect it, but I completely disagree, bro. I think Flower Boy is one of the better ones. I don't understand that. Listen, Wolf, the original Wolf one, right?
Yes.
Very good. Artistically, I think it's very good. The alternate Wolf one is
hilarious. It's amazing.
It's iconic.
It's amazing.
I'd argue it's better just because of how iconic it is. Yeah, but if you want to just talk about artistic, like how beautiful it is, obviously the original
I can't get
Wolf
it out of my head, man. Oh my god, I can't.
It's not even just Tyler going. It's the little Tyler.
It's like the opacity is a little down.
Every time I see that meme, every time I see that photo, I think of the meme with the mosquito in the ear, right?
Yeah,
it's a little tiny little mosquito in his ear, right?
I can't, bro.
Oh, that cover's amazing. What was the little Tyler's name in the album?
Oh, fucking, I forgot.
It was it was the dude that fuck, you don't know the story of the album, dude, you piece of shit.
Alright, bro, fuck you.
You know nothing. But no, yeah, if we're talking about Tyler, I think he hits all across the board. Even his worst one, Goblin, is still pretty solid.
Still pretty solid. Cool. Still.
But just thinking about it, I think Estate Sale's like up there.
Yeah, that's the thing with T that I like a lot. He has such a good mixture. You know what I mean?
Chromacopia's up there too, actually.
Like Chromacopia looks great, and
right there.
The focus is strong on all of them.
We got it right there.
Yeah, the focus is very strong on all of them. Everything seems very
intentional.
Not even intentional. His movements with everything are very.
How do his movements feel?
How
his movements feel what?
I'm forgetting the word.
Intentional.
Nah,
yeah, bro.
It's not intentional.
It is.
That's one way to put it. Sure. They feel very. I forget, man, but he's very decisive. He's everything is super. Fuck you, by the way.
It's intentional.
No, bro.
Decisive, yeah, my bad.
There's another word for it, and I'm forgetting. I saw a video, and I was thinking about that video because that video had the word, but
Tyler's decisive.
But yeah, very stern in what he does. Like
very stern.
You feel me?
Bro, you're just doing everything to not agree with me, bro. I get it.
I did agree with you. I said that's one way to put it, but I'm looking for a different word.
Intentional, like, nah, he's not intentional. He's just straight to the point.
I didn't say he's not. I didn't say he's not intentional. There's just, damn, bro, motherfuckers can't fathom the idea of there being a word for a very specific thing.
They will do anything to disagree with you, bro. You'll be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, shit, don't taste good. Like, no, yes, it does, bro.
Alright, bro.
No, actually, no, that's real. Because he was like, he's intentional. No, he's decisive. He's straight to the point. He's
alright, bro.
He's stern.
There's another word for it, bro. But there's words that actually are made because of the concept of specificity.
Yeah. The intentional.
Yeah, fuck you. All right.
But Tyler,
but listen, he has a very strong focus. That's what I was saying. He has a really strong focus on all of his. Like you look at Flyboy, bro. There's so much shit going on, but your eyes are drawn to him.
But
your eyes are drawn,
on Chromacopia, it's like specifically like he's posed in a certain.
But it's not. They're not on him
in a certain way.
You know what I mean? That's also what's cool to me. It's like they're not on him. They're not on him from the same angle. You know, like why did he choose like a nut shot for the estate sale? It's fucking sick.
It's I've never heard anyone call it a nut shot.
But you're looking up at the sky, and then you listen to the estate sale, and then it's like, oh, he's talking about elevation. He's talking about success. He's talking about certain things. You know what I mean? And you know, the whole fucking luggage theme throughout the whole shit, the luxuriousness of that album. You know, he's so focused, and I like the variety, even though a lot of them are on him. You know what I mean? Yeah. The framing. Virgil Abloh once said, you get a piece of trash and you set it in a trash can and it looks like trash. You get a piece of trash, you set it in a museum and it looks like art. Not only is Tyler very focused on what the piece of trash is, he frames everything so well. Great, looks fantastic. Look like Leon.
I'm trying to get that out of there because I don't want it to be popping in my eyes.
I thought it looked kind of cool.
Now I look bold.
But all right, bro. But yeah, I love his focus. And he really puts thought into his shit, man.
No, and I think that's important because that's literally what we were hating on Drake for earlier with Certified Lover Boys. It feels like he just didn't give a fuck. Meanwhile, with Tyler, it feels like he cares on every single album cover. Yeah. And I think that's a newer generation thing. If you look at like the further back you go, and this might get me killed, the further back you go, I feel like the lazier the album covers are, the more they're just like shot of me. You know, back in the unless you're looking at like Gucci Mane, a real trailblazer.
No, oh god, I was waiting for who was gonna bring him up. I thought it would
obviously me, bro. But no, except for Gucci Mane, is a real trailblazer. A lot of the older album covers feel like they weren't really as important at the time. It was more like the whole point of the album cover was so you know who the artist was and you know what the vibe was. That's all they really cared about back then. It was like Tupac album. We gotta throw Tupac on there, so you know it's Tupac. And then how's he posed up? What's the colors?
Yeah, but you look at that, and
that's fine. That's what it was.
I don't think they're. You could make the argument that they are inherently lazier. I don't think they're necessarily lazier. I think just the idea.
I didn't say they were lazier.
What did you say?
Did I say they were lazier? That's not what I meant.
I think you said lazier.
That's not what I meant. What I was trying to say was it was more like back then it was a lot more simple. It was like there wasn't much artistic value to it. It was just like we don't care. We care about the music that is being made.
Yeah.
So we just need you to know who the artist is. Obviously, there's exceptions, right?
Of course. You got your Gucci Mane.
MF Doom.
Yeah.
No, because Gucci Mane, he started the era of like, you know, he's a real trailblazer. You know, that's something that you really gotta appreciate about hip hop specifically as a genre. A lot of these trailblazers are funny ass dudes.
Yes.
Like Soulja Boy. Yes. Soulja Boy's a real trailblazer in the genre.
Yeah, he is, bro. But he's so annoying, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
but he's a real trailblazer in the genre.
You can't take that away.
He's a real trailblazer in the genre, and it's just funny to see. Okay, so where did this serious ass stuff start? With some silly stuff that's funny.
Yeah,
and it's great to see that. It's beautiful. It's so awesome. But getting to what I was saying, a lot of these guys back in the day, their album covers are so basic, real normal. And then you get to see this evolution throughout the years where it matters a lot more. Now it's a lot more about the art, and it's like, I want kids to have a poster of covering their room. I want the vinyl to sell because, no one's going to buy that shit unless the album cover looks good.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you really want to focus on that stuff. Again, you look at Tupac's discography, look at Biggie's discography, it's usually just photo of them, photo of what they got going on, photo of, and then just that kind of stuff.
That's the point, is what they got going on. See, I mean, aside from, because there's two halves to it, right? One is absolutely fact, what you're saying. You need to know who this is, right? Like, you have to know. Like, you look at every rapper. You look at Mobb Deep. You look at Prodigy solo shit. Yeah. You look at all of Wu-Tang. You look at Jadakiss. You look at all Big Pun. All these, Biggie, Pac, all these guys. The one thing that they did have in common is that
they all did one black and white shot of themselves. Keep going.
All those guys, they were to a certain degree into the street life, right? And when it comes to, we'll say New York specifically, even though there's some West Coast, right? It's depicting that.
No,
Nas, you look at Nas and you look at Illmatic and some of the, like some of his further projects, it's pictures of him. And it seems simple, but it's perfectly thematically in line with the album. It makes complete sense. He's talking about certain things. And so the thing is, then you look at the subject matter. The main difference that has changed from then to now, right, is subject matter. That's why you have these, like, you weren't gonna make a Deltron 3030 back then. That's a iconic album because it's one of the greatest concept albums of all time.
Okay.
Right? That's the difference. There wasn't very many concept albums to where you were rapping from a different perspective. Quick Zeltron 3030 backstory. Zeltron 3030, it follows this character. I think his name is Zeltron. And he's in a essentially fucking dystopian universe where it's super advanced. And he's talking about his struggles, and it's an insane album.
Struggle man.
It's an insane all right. It's an insane album, but that's the biggest thing is the subject matter. So you look at, and of course,
what year did it come out?
Huh?
What year? Oh no, you don't need to give me an exact year.
2000s, I think.
Thousands? Who made like do?
You see,
because I don't. I've never heard of this in my life, and as you guys probably know by now, if you're a more regular viewer, I'm a very surface level ball knower when it comes to hip hop.
I'm sorry, not Zeltron 30. I'm thinking of fucking. Yeah. Okay, Deltron 30. It's my fault, G.
Yeah, I'm a very like surface level guy when it comes to music. I've never been too into the indie scenes and stuff like that of any genre. So sitting down with Derrick and he telling me about this like low key hip hop stuff, it's very interesting. I've gotten some new like Jay Dilla, bro. You really lost me in with that shit. Same thing with Nervin, talking to Nervin about stuff. You really lost me into some low key like jazz stuff.
Yeah, but
so no,
that's really the main difference is the subject matter because you look at all these guys
crazy on Deltron.
It's dope. It's bro polarizing, super like crazy album cover.
That reminds me of like
crazy album cover.
What are they?
And the deluxes is just like the vinyl you can get is just it in like I think there's like a blue one, a purple one, a red one. That reminds me of like a 2000s
rock album,
like super saturated,
like Radiohead type album or something. That's very interesting.
But that's the main thing, which obviously we appreciate. But the significance of that is then you look at T-Pab, then you look at some of Yasin Bey, Mos Def, that's his name, right? What, bro?
You look at the Kid Diddling Van in Good Kid, Mad City. Bro. No, bro, because like ever since day one, Good Kid, Mad City, I saw the album cover and I was like, what is this album? It's about diddling shit. No, it's
not even like that, bro. This is crazy.
They got the unmarked white van. Yeah, it's not white. It's not a white van. What is it? It's like a blue van, a black van.
Oh shit! It's a black man.
It's a black man. I always get like in my head I see it as like really dark blue and I'm like nah it's like a black.
No, it's black. But you know that
does have deep meaning though.
That's the main difference is you look at Mos Def and also by when as he goes by Yasin Bey. He's released multiple concept albums where he's talking from a certain perspective. You look at Deltron 3030, and so
the Big D.
That's where you start getting into more interesting album covers because you can't use just a picture of yourself anymore. It doesn't apply.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It doesn't apply like I was saying, Jada and fucking Big Pun and all these guys, Nas and Jay. That's exactly what they were talking about. You know what I mean? Jay-Z, a lot of his like hustler gangster albums, right? Is a picture of him as a mob boss.
I think
because he's a boss, and that's what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Now it can be conceptual, but it's simpler.
The most recent Jay-Z album, not him.
Yeah. So, even though it's more conceptual, hip hop has evolved so much that now you kind of need to be on Tyler's level if you wanted to apply. You know what I mean?
Moved from a place of like photo of me. And then we kind of moved into like photo representing me.
Yeah.
Or photo representing my character. Right. You see that with a lot of like the early Kanye stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that with even someone like, as much as I don't really gel with his stuff, a lot of Eminem stuff.
Yeah.
Like that early 2000s vibe, you see a lot of these album covers are like, it represents me and what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So it gets crazy, obviously, when you get into a situation where it's not even about me or about my character. It's about the character that I'm playing in this world that I created.
But then we start to get into the 2010s, where it's no longer character represents me as much as physical item or thing that represents.
It gets crazy.
Yeezus disc or something like that, where it's like this thing that no longer is it a character that represents me, it is an item that represents me.
Yeah.
And then we're starting to get to like colors that represent me. And then it starts to get real crazy and conceptual. But then when you start to get into crazy and conceptual is when you start to get into like the the real beautiful album covers.
Real insane
but there's
shit.
the other side. Instead of it being like something that represents me or that kind of stuff, it's just beautiful artwork done by amazing, talented artists.
Yeah, which is also
like, that's where a lot of MF Doom album covers were. MF Doom, a lot of beautiful ass shit, bro. And MF Doom he's a real trailblazer too. He was doing it before.
Yeah, like look, you look at food, food, conceptual album.
Yeah,
conceptual, not as conceptual as some of the other ones, but food conceptual, and it's cool.
Yeah,
it just looks cool.
It is very conceptual. It's just about food.
Yeah,
different foods that represent different things.
But an album like that is talking about struggling with consumption and blah 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 through food and jokes and all that bullshit. Classic MF Doom style, right?
Yeah.
And even then, it's like that's one of the simpler ones compared to what we got now.
Yeah, no, but
that's like Flower Boy level.
Back then, it was like
that was insane. Yeah.
Same thing with like you look at Donuts, J Dilla.
Yes.
The donut cover, not the
house.
One. Yeah, not his face. He doesn't want just his face, right?
Yes.
Not the face.
That's like
one.
the actual.
I'm talking about like the donut one.
Yeah.
That very conceptual, the whole idea of the album is conceptual when it comes to the idea of a donut.
Fully instrumental, by the way. It's insane.
No, but just seeing that kind of stuff, you see the 2000s, and then the 2000s, we also have your vintage, classic, goofy 2000s album covers. Gucci Mane, 50 Cent,
classic, bro.
50 Cent. Like, and you know what? As much like clowning as people are gonna do in the future to those albums, bro. Fucking love those album covers.
Nah, Fiction, he has some dope shit.
No, but like some
like Get Rich or Die Trying it's not even good just because it's iconic. It's actually good.
It's a funny album cover though.
You laughed at it when you saw it?
Shirtless with the fake eye.
He was ock, bro.
I know that's not real, bro. He photoshopped that ockness.
No, he was.
He extended it, bro. You know, no.
He was yossed, bro.
No, bro. He was not oiled up though. Naturally.
Nah, okay.
He oiled up for the album cover and they edited the oil on.
Nah, that motherfucker was lean, bro. But there's videos of him working out where he be sweating for real.
But they oiled his ass up for an album cover. No, it's funny. It's really funny, and it's funny in a way where I kind of miss it. You know, I wish we still had some album covers like that. Like
some more Gucci Mane.
Some more Gucci Mane, bro. And y'all laugh. And, it's funny, but like, why not? You know, because in the big 2026, 2025, 2024, in this era, we've kind of started to bring back the whole idea of like unserious artists, right?
Yes.
Which is like fine, right? I hate that about the 2010s. I know we grew up in the 2010s and it's a sin to talk down on the 2010s.
Yes.
I hate how the 2010s wanted to be so nonchalant, but you had to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only good thing that comes from nonchalantness is being unserious. And they got rid of the only good part of it. And now it's just like, I don't really care, but I'm still going to try. Like, what does that mean? That's really annoying and weird. But then we kind of brought back trying and try-harding in a way that's fun and enjoyable. And I love that. No, I love that. And I want that trend to continue. But why haven't we brought back the inverse of that too? Not trying, but in a way that's silly and fun.
Yeah.
Like Gucci, like the Toy Story album cover, bro.
No, that Toy Story shit was crazy, bro.
Like, where is that in 2026? Who is making this album covers? Like, the closest we get to that is, Miles, right? But, like, I can't think of...
And he started trying now.
And he started trying. I've heard he's good. I haven't listened to it at all.
I heard, like, 5 seconds of it. I heard like 15 seconds.
And he needs to stop trying. like, even if it's good, brother, we need you.
Yeah.
Brother, we need you. Because if you're not funny and unserious,
I feel like the most we get out of like not trying nowadays, because there's some artists that like put out a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Griselda. They put out a lot.
By the way, after this episode, we're gonna order a pizza. I'll pay. I'm just hungry.
Just dropping that?
Just drop that for them. Because they're gonna log in next episode in a week and we're wearing the same clothes and we're eating a pizza. And like, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck with that.
Right now, the thought came into my head. The Toy Story album cover made me hungry.
But
folks have like Buzz Lightyear. Like,
I don't know. I think the closest. I mean, I don't know many that are not trying per se, but there are some that what I've seen here. Let me just put it this way, right? What I've seen more often, and from what I listen to, right? You look at a lot of Griselda artists and people that are in cahoots with Griselda in general. Not only do they typically have a longer lasting like they have a tenure in the hip hop game. You know what I mean? The not trying on their behalf is because of them already having a tenure. They have something that's consistent. Like you look at West Side Gun, right? Hitler Wears Hermes is arguably his most beloved like and what is it called? Like when you have some shit like Star Wars
series,
right? It's arguably one of his most like loved series, trilogies. Not even trilogies because there's plenty, but one of his favorite, people's favorite series of albums. You know what I mean? Then he has the Pray for Blank and the Pray for Whatever, right? You look at Larry June. A lot of his album covers are him with a car because that's where he started.
Huge Larry June guy, by the way. This guy right here.
I love Larry June, but a lot of his album covers are like that. Alchemist is an interesting one, and we can also use him kind of as another pillar because not only on some of them does he have full creative control, like full because it's his album. On some of them he has no creative control, or maybe some.
And it's still
so, like for example, he did one with Lucid Arm and Hammer, Elucid, sorry, which is Arm and Hammer. They're a group, but between Elucid and Billy Woods. Just so you know, I know you're not familiar, but
I'm trying though.
Yeah, and he made an album with them, and I loved it. Yeah, yeah, and I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but I've heard it. Sounds great, and the album cover's beautiful, right? And you look at the vast distinction because with Action Bronson, he has no creative control because Action Bronson's a painter, so he paints all of his album covers. Which that brings me into, since we're talking about trying and not trying, there was an incident recently with Action Bronson.
Bad incident?
Yes. Do you know who Action Bronson is?
No.
He's a rapper. He's from New York. He's been in the game. Worked with plenty of artists.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I said, he paints. His mother painted. He paints.
Big painter.
Yes.
Big painter.
And he paints all of his album covers, and they look great. But recently, he did a teaser, like saying, "Hey guys, I'm making an album," and he promoted it with an AI picture.
No.
Yes.
No.
And there was a big controversy.
Good. Wait, this is the first time I'm getting introduced to this guy, and it's just negative like that?
No, he's great. He's great.
You should have told me about him before. You should have softened the blow.
But this is the thing. A month ago. He promoted it, and people were like, "Oh, it's just a promo, so he didn't use it." I saw this comment, and it was like, "Bro, he promoted it. This isn't the actual album cover because it's not the actual album cover. He's gonna paint it, and he already did paint it, and it looks great." But people like were kind of being ignorant to the fact that this isn't like just because it's not the actual album cover doesn't mean we can let it slide. No, he promoted it. He used this to promo his album.
He made money on it.
Yeah, so it was kind of like it. You remember when we were talking about Crimson Desert, and you said you don't mind if they had these AI paintings rendered,
but no one sees them.
And they're just used as as holding, right? He essentially did that, but
everyone saw
it. He posted it. So hey, I have an album cover, and I have an album coming in. I'm still working on the album cover. This is just a holder, right? But this is just to announce, hey, I'm no, just either delay the promo or just use a black screen. Just say I'm making an album. You know what I mean? Because it was a frog and he was holding whatever. He was holding something. Or doing thumbs up or something. And now he did the album cover and it looks great, just like he paints all of his other ones. But it was just kind of a weird spot to be in. And obviously there's gonna be the stands. Like I said, Action Bronson's been around a long time.
Yeah.
He's from New York. You know how that can get. So people were like, "Oh no, Action Bronson hate." No, we have to hold him accountable. You know what I mean? We have to hold this guy accountable.
I've never heard of him. So I have nothing to hate on.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds crazy to me. I don't think we should be using AI to promote anything. The only reason why Crimson Desert can do it in the way I said a few episodes ago was because no one would have seen it. And
they're not putting that out. They're not making money off of that.
It's like, imagine if he used AI for his album cover and no one saw it and it was just a placeholder in his folders and his stuff.
That's one thing.
That's perfectly fine. No one saw it, no one cares. But the fact that he's putting it out there when he could have painted it, or he could have gotten someone else to paint it.
He already fucking painted it.
Or he could have just tweeted, "Hey guys,
black screen. Hey guys, post on Instagram. Black screen. I'm dropping an album."
Or just or in the booth. Anything.
Or you could literally just go up and look up a picture of a frog, and then just put that up there, like a dart frog or some shit.
Or just again, like I said, in the booth.
Like, bro,
in the booth. I'm in the booth.
That's it. So I wanted to bring that up because we were talking about lazy album covers and stuff like that, and how that's kind of evolved. This is not going to be a problem. I said to say this is going to be a problem. This is going to start happening.
Blanket statement. We can both agree on this. No need to even really talk about it too much. don't use AI for your album covers, and if you do, you stink. If you're AI artist, there's been a really big AI artist that people have been using a lot on Instagram. I think it's called names like Scars, something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Scars. People have been using their stuff like a lot. The on memes, right? And all the replies on any meme that posts them is like it's like the SpongeBob toilet. It's like the dude looking down the toilet in SpongeBob, and it's like Scars slop or something like that. Like people hate when any meme is posted any Scars song, all the comments are just hating on it because it's an AI artist that makes AI music.
Yeah.
I hope we keep the same energy to AI album covers. No matter how big they are, like you could be the biggest, like Drake saved your life, like you're a big J. Cole guy, right? J. Cole saved your life.
Yeah.
I specifically went towards J. Cole, by the way, because J. Cole fans are J. Cole fans are crazy.
No, it's because we are at Nervous party, and Nervy's a huge J. Cole fan.
Huge, and he brought him up.
Yeah, he did get brought up.
No, but no, it's because J. Cole fans are crazy. You say that because you don't like come on TikTok again, but they are.
What do you mean crazy?
They're like out of their mind.
I think everybody has a fan. I mean, when you're as big as Cole.
That's true, but like
I think they're more tame than some of the other ones. But
I will continuously
I prefer a J. Cole fan than a Drake fan personally.
I will continuously go after them because they proved their point so right. It's just so easy to it's like we said, yeah, we met some J. Cole fans that are crazy, and on TikTok, you hate J. Cole. That's literally I literally never said that.
I think every like fan base has that. Like I'm a Drake fan, but I prefer J. Cole fans.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just specifically gonna keep hating on the group that hated on us for no reason.
But shout out to J. Cole fans.
Shout out to J. Cole.
Yeah.
Not the fans. But
yeah, bro.
Let's just say you're a J. Cole fan, right? And J. Cole drops an AI album cover. Don't support that just because that's your boy. Like, we're
not letting that slide.
You should strive for your favorite artist to do better.
Yes.
Because you're your favorite artist for a reason, right? You have a lot of respect for them. You think they're great. If they're so great, they'll do better.
Exactly.
And I apply that to everyone. Like, also, I'm going to use an example of someone that, as a Kanye fan, I'm always saying, hey, guys, let's not let the shit that he does slide. He makes great music. He makes great clothes. He's a genius of an artist. We should expect better from him.
Yeah.
Someone of his quality of work, we should always expect better from him. You don't just say, well, he's my GOAT, so we gotta let it slide. No, bro, he's your GOAT. So you don't let it slide because he's your GOAT. Exactly. And your GOAT can do better than this. That's why when people were really, really loving Bully, I'm like, Bully is amazing. Bully is great. I know he can do better than this, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I know he can do better than this. I always, every time, and I know this is like not the best thing to say, but you should always expect better from your favorite artist. Because they are your favorite artists, right? Always expect better.
I mean, there's more that goes into that, but as a statement, yeah.
Don't use that to tear down your favorite artist when they make something. No. Just in the sense.
At the time, we don't even know what we want.
Exactly, but in the sense of like, well, this is good enough. No. There's no good enough. There's no. Good enough.
This was great. He can do more.
This is great, and I love it, and I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna praise it, and I'm gonna enjoy it heavily. But I'm gonna look forward to the next project too because I'm gonna hope the next project is better. That's kind of the way I want to say it. But and that also applies to if your favorite artist does bad things like use AI in their album covers. You should. Yeah. Not just don't excuse it because they're your favorite.
It was whack, man. It was whack. I did just want to touch on that because, I mean, let's be fair, bro. I'm not a violent guy. But
what?
But we're at war with AI.
We're at war. Yeah.
This whole podcast is at war with AI and art. You know what I mean? So
on some Dune shit.
I can't really stay quiet about
on some Dune
shit. So anytime that I get the chance and I see something and I'm like, this applies, I'm gonna bring it up. And this isn't to tear down Action Bronson. I like Action Bronson. I love his vibe. He's a cool fucking guy. He makes great music, and I like his painting. I love it. It looks amazing.
I don't think from what it sounds like,
this was just whack.
It doesn't sound like he's a bad guy. From what you described, it just kind of sounds like he did the thing that a lot of people do. He just generated something real quick. He didn't think it was going to be too crazy, and then the backlash happened.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen a statement from him, so I don't know how he reacted yet.
But that's just what it sounds like. I've heard this happen to a good amount of people where they use AI, not really knowing, not really being too educated on the topic, and then they're just like, whoa, hey. Because like if people knew what all the water problems with AI and all the problems.
There's just so much shit.
If more people knew about that kind of stuff, they would actually care about it. I saw a meme being like, actually, I won't even talk about it. I'll just throw it up on screen. They can laugh at it if they want to or not.
Holy shit, I got it on the first try. I kept pointing like the opposite way in the other episodes. I'm getting nice at this. I'm getting nice at this.
Throw it up on screen.
I'm getting nice at this.
Over here, up on screen over here somewhere.
But nah, man. Action Brush is cool. He's on my favorite posse cut of all time, One Train. And he does so much shit. He's a painter. He has his own chef show where he be chefing it up. Like, you'd fuck with Action Bronson, bro, heavily. What happened?
How did that happen?
Your shit's growing hair, bro.
No,
They can't tell there, but his mic,
my
Tomas's
mouth was
mic is
kind of
looking weird.
weirder. It used to not look like that.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I don't know, but the Action Bronson effect. Action Bronson's a weird guy. He's cool, he's funny. It's escaping, bro. It's genuinely escaping. You're squeezing it,
How
bro?
did this happen?
I don't know. But
It used to look like Huel. Now it looks like I don't
but
even know.
it does.
No, it doesn't not anymore. It looks like something else now. It's like Conan O'Brien's hair.
But yeah. I wanted to bring that up again, bro. This isn't to hate on Action Bronson, man. I like Action Bronson. His music's
Dude, I
great.
hope I sound good.
He chefs it up. Yeah, you probably do, yeah. He chefs it up.
Yeah.
He does good shit. Music is good. Painting's good. But he had a little slip up. He had to slip up. So I just want to say because this is gonna persist. You know what I mean? This isn't even the tip of the iceberg with it because he just used it to promo for 5 seconds. No one's gonna remember this in 10 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But people are gonna start making AI covers, unfortunately.
Which you should fight against.
But yeah. Now aside from that, like I was saying earlier, I don't think there's many people. You're right that are being lazy with album covers. Like truth be told, majority of album covers I see, they're only getting better, bro.
It's because
they're only getting better.
We've grown up in a generation that has much more of an appreciation for album covers. I think every year the album cover stock gets higher. Like people,
No, but bro, even when you look at like old artists, like you look at Nas's album covers nowadays, like okay, I will say,
no, but that's because since the audience has grown up and cares a lot more about it, the artists, no matter how old they are, they see what the audiences want and they're like, yeah, we got to move.
They can stick to their guns.
They could,
but the great artists haven't. They haven't. They've evolved.
Great artists usually don't stick to their guns. Great artists usually evolve.
Yeah.
I do want to,
which makes me so happy, by the way.
Yeah. So overall in 2026, album covers are amazing. If I had one thing I could say is, I wish a few people would lean into the goofiness a little more. I wish a few people would lean more into the goofiness. But aside from that, album covers are truly we're in a great area right now.
You have some favorites?
Some favorites. That's literally what I was about to say. Like, do you want to talk about some?
I have a few that I hadn't gotten to.
I want to shout out one artist before my favorites. Travis Scott. Trav does like a few Trav albums look exactly the same, and they don't at the same time.
I agree.
There's a few Trav like album covers are like.
I think that's because Trav's
photo of Trav shirtless.
Yeah, I think that's because Trav's aura, and not to use aura in that sense, but fucking this guy's so brain rotted, bro. But his aura, his identity, is so consistent and it's so extreme. You know what I mean? Because you can say like, I mean, you really can't get with Tyler because Tyler's so good at keeping it focused on this world that he builds. But Travis Scott, he's such a personality. He's so extreme that, bro, it bleeds through every fucking
but
album
it's
cover.
The atmosphere he builds in the album
Absolutely.
Covers. But my main thing with Trav is like even his most like basic like photo of him shirtless, it's still just so like.
It's so Trav.
It's so Trav. It's so iconic.
Like Cardi. Every album cover is so Cardi.
No, dude, like Cardi. Except for music, I don't love music's album cover.
I think music is very Cardi. I think the one you could like move now that like is probably his most iconic. It's actually not his most iconic, but Magnolia.
Okay.
Like just because the color selection a little bit and like what's around him, but everything after that, bro, Dial-It, fucking Red.
I think
whatever the fuck it is.
I think Dial-It is probably
that's his most iconic.
His best one.
But yeah, like Dial-It, like fucking Red, whatever the fuck, and then music, so Cardi, Cardi.
Like Dial-It is so good, bro. Like I know damn well dude was scrolling through his phone gallery and he saw that photo and he was like,
yeah,
oh, this is the one.
It's insane.
He was looking through his gallery. I'm telling you right now.
No, for sure.
But no, yeah, Dial-It is really good. Like even Red, I've seen like the fucked up versions of Red, like the memes and stuff. And even after seeing all the memes, I still look at it and I'm like, damn,
bro.
Because a good meme can really ruin an album cover.
Oh yeah,
a good meme can really like make you like laugh every time you see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Low key, every time I see Red, bro, I think of the the videos the dude's drawing album covers.
Yeah.
And they draw him with the fucking big ass eyes, the small face. Yes. I think about that, I'm like, But still, it's still great. Like, except for music. I'm like, again, I don't really like music that much.
Yeah, music is whatever.
It says music.
Yeah. It is very Cardi. And Trav is very, very Trav. I love the Utopia covers.
That's what I think Utopia.
I love the Utopia alternate covers.
I think the Utopia
some of my favorite covers.
Regular cover, the one of just him, is probably like my favorite.
So dope. I like
that, or like maybe like maybe Astro World.
Astro World's a good one.
Unique.
And also, he built that.
He built that shit,
dude.
And then a lot of people died.
That okay?
Dude,
That's fucked
That's
up.
fucked up. It's fucked up.
Fucked up. But yeah, I think that one's so cool because you could have stood there and looked at everything, like super fucking cool.
You know how many people actually died at?
No, I don't. Oh well, I mean, I don't know off the top of my head.
But like
it was under 10, I think.
Less than 10.
During they caught under stampede.
That whole situation was so crazy.
Yeah. But I think Trav's covers are amazing. I think. Actually, hold on. Before I get to mine, do you have any that you want to point out?
Favorite?
Yeah, go on. Because I also have least favorites.
I have a bunch when it comes to favorites. I really care about album covers deeply. But the one that always comes to mind for me is Hide See Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is just like, what can I say, bro? That shit is just beautiful. And then
everything about that.
Everything about that is just so beautiful. And then Food.
So an amazing one.
It's a really good one. Because, like, it's just, think about it, right? That is
really? That makes sense.
That just screams MF Doom so much. I'm like, I love this album.
Every time I think about Doom, the first like picture that pops into my head is the video from the Figaro music video. That's the first thing.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's the first thing that pops into my head.
No, for me it's the album cover from Food. I don't think there's a few like album covers that I'm like, these ones are just like I think
I got a few off the top of my head. I might start looking for more of that as you're talking.
Igor, Tyler.
Igor's a very good one. We didn't mention it when we were talking about Tyler. I thought you were gonna mention it. I think that one's so standout for Tyler.
Yeah.
I think that one is so like, you know how we're talking like Trav feels Trav, Cardi feels Cardi. I feel like Igor obviously feels Tyler because it's his best album, his greatest album, his biggest album.
His gayest album.
But his gayest album. But
we're still here. We're still bringing it up.
Yeah. I think it's definitely different from all of the rest.
Oh yeah.
It's not my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Like, it's not my number one. It's up there. But man, it's one of those that, and it's kind of rare for me personally, right, to feel this way about an album cover. I rarely have anything to say about it. It speaks for itself perfectly. I
think it's either that one or the one that's his face, or the alternate like face cover, for Call Me If You Get Lost.
For Wolf, no, I'm joking.
Oh,
the card Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah, that one's sick.
I like that one. I like what it has to say. No, that one and the one that's his face.
Yeah, with the makeup on and shit.
Yes,
that shit is.
I think both of those are
crazy.
Very much like great.
Hold on, you know what?
CPAP.
Just like Tomas brought up the pizza. One of these days, like one of these coming weeks, in a few months, we're gonna do a music video episode. That just popped in my head. We're gonna do that. I didn't even think about that.
Probably next week.
Baby shit. But
Iceman drops and we're like, oh,
TPAP is a good one. I actually meant to talk about that while I was talking about the evolution. You look at TPAP and it's not even almost. It is a perfect middle ground. It's a perfect middle ground in between the album covers and the storytelling of the street game. And when you look at like the other guys that I was saying, Nas, Jay, all these guys, right? The perfect middle ground between that and all the crazy conceptual shit that we have now, right? Because the album cover, it's amazing, and this is another thing that I love about certain covers and certain artists, and this goes so hip hop. But he's putting on
crazy take after this.
He's putting on, you know who Hidda J3 is?
No.
He was featured on GNX, and he obviously T-Pop came out a while ago. And he's on the album cover. So Dot
continuation.
Dot knew his big brother, and then Dot obviously knew Hidda.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Hidda. Beat through his big brother, so he said, "Yo, I want you on my album cover." So it's interesting because you look at the street game and you look at them putting on and them repping where they're from, and T-Pab, like, dude, everything is just in favor of T-Pab. Like, it brings in everything that has been. It brings in everything that has been, and then it transforms into, T-Pab. There's really no other way to put it. This is arguably the best album of all time. Not even hip hop, but musically, period. You know what I mean? Definitely one of the, if not the best concept album of all time.
It's also, you got to talk about how, like, not just the album cover itself, but even the colors it uses, right? the meaning behind the album cover. I mean, it's in the White House where that's the shot that it's supposed to be emulating.
Mm-hmm.
The people that he chose to be on there, like it's just very, it's so perfectly curated, right? And Kendrick, as everyone knows, he's always trying to say something.
He's always trying to say something.
He's always trying to say something.
He's always saying something.
He's always saying something. But not every single one of his albums. He's also not a guy where every album cover does say something. His music always says something.
Okay.
But sometimes the album cover is a little lax. He's like, black man. Nah, I'm kidding.
There's more to it.
There's more to it, but Damn is the one that I'm really like. Damn, there's not much. There's him, Brick Wall.
He's supposed to just like damn.
Damn. And the whole Brick Wall, I know it does have meaning and stuff, right?
Of course.
But like it's not super crazy. T-Pab is really the one when it comes to the Kendrick album covers where you're like, this one is saying a lot. Obviously, GNX, y'all got the car, the meaning behind the car and the year that it came out.
Yeah.
But and that's it. You analyze that and you're done. You finish GNX. Yeah. Damn, same thing. The brick wall. We gotta analyze the brick wall. We're done. The font for the text, and then you're done. Big Kid, Mad City. I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know what the black van means. I know what the other stuff on the album covers mean. I don't know what that one means, so I won't speak too much on it. But when you look at a lot of these ones, Mr. Morale's another one where it's like, gotta analyze that shit, yo. Yeah. But T-Pap is really the one. It's like the one where you sit down and you're like, it's like the rest of them are 15-minute videos, shorts, reels. Yeah.
T-Pap, you're sitting there.
There's an hour-long video talking about something. You see this specific thing in the background, and it secretly means, and you're like, okay. And I love when the album cover does that. I'm okay with album covers not doing that because sometimes you don't got the time to sit down and listen to the whole hour-long video. But I respect when it goes the extra mile, and it still looks good. T-Pap looks amazing, looks and it does go the extra mile. You can sit there and analyze it and have fun with it. Yeah. So T-Pap is one of those ones. For me, I think that Igor, a few of the alternate, just all the Call Me If You Get Lost album. Album covers. Yeah. You got It's He Goes, Jesus, Kanye really out there with the album covers. I do want to throw one non-hip hop album.
Oh, hold on, before you get there, I want to run through the dot rabbit hole just a little deeper.
Go ahead. I'm gonna start ordering pizza.
I feel like it's interesting how we went about GKMC, because GKMC, it's supposed to look, it's a day in his life. It's a day. He's a young kid in Mad City, as they say, right?
Brother.
And a lot of the skits, a lot of the storytelling through the skits, talking about, because it's based around family. A lot of the skits, you know what I mean, and because I mean that's a huge part. He's young. It's 14, 15.
Young guy.
You know what I mean? So he's calling his mom. He's calling his dad. His dad's crunk off whatever. His mom's she wants her van back. All that. And I haven't sat down and listened to a whole analysis. So I encourage you guys to go do that. Because the one question that I have, and surely I'll figure it out one day whenever I go and listen to it. But the van and the alternate cover, GKMC, it's all based around family. The van is obviously like his mom's van and stuff. That they keep referencing throughout the whole album. And the second one is him and his family when they were younger. Yet the whole album is a day in his life. Right around in the van, right around when he first started freestyling and where he started going through things and where he started his music career. It's not just
a day in life, though. I also see it as a coming of age.
Yes.
It's not just like this is a day in his life. It's more of this is the day in his life that made him go from jit a grown adult. Like it was the coming of age story.
Yeah. No, I mean you put it. So
I'm gonna order a pizza with jalapeno. You're gonna eat it.
How big is the pizza?
Look at the pizza. Maybe some breadsticks.
Alright. It's not big enough, bro. Don't even trip, bro. I'll chip it, bro. Don't even trip.
How about this? How
many? Wait, where's it from?
Little Caesars.
Okay, that's okay.
Why we get 2 pizzas?
How much is 2? So
20. And breadsticks.
Yeah, copper. We do cash after this. But yeah, it's just an interesting question. You know what I mean when it comes to GKMC. But yeah, man, T-Pab is fucking amazing. He's putting on. He's showing where he's from. You know what I mean? Unity. But then there's a dead person. It's like again, like you're saying, bro. It's just saying so much. We could sit here for an hour.
We could sit here for forever.
Yeah, we could sit here for literally forever. I'm gonna let you get into that other album before I get into my albums.
I want to just real quick. I'm gonna talk about a Beatles album.
Okay.
From like 1970s on. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I don't think you've seen it.
Check it out. Let me check it out.
Look it up real quick. There's a lot going on in that album cover. That album cover is actually the subject of many conspiracy theories too. So you can get an idea of how much is really going on. It was a conceptual album the Beatles made. It was a conceptual album.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The whole point of the album was they were.
Is that Marilyn Monroe?
It was
a lot of people.
It was a different band. They were pretending to be a different band, making this album.
Okay.
They were pretending to be the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Okay. I'm looking at it. I pulled up a bigger picture.
Let me see if it's the right one.
This one.
Yes. When they came out, it was the Beatles were like the OGs of like conceptual album covers. They also have another album called The White Album. Give that one a quick Google and look at the album.
Was the album cover black?
What?
The album cover black?
It's just white. It's just a white thing.
This is white.
It's just white. The White Album. So they were very conceptual with their album covers back in the day. And again, this is the 70s. No one was doing that shit like that back then. Right?
Yeah, their fits are cold, by the way.
Their fits are cold in the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's one of my favorite album covers because when I think about it, I'm like, these brothers in 1970 something, they were talking about some hippity hoppity back then, right? They were like bullshitting, and they decided to throw that together.
One of the hardest.
The hardest. And you're like, and then it makes you think, and you're like, artistry seems so uniform back then, right? Man. Artistry seems so uniform when you think about older generations. But it really wasn't, though. It's just that the way that for older artists breaking the mold doesn't seem like breaking the mold for us because eventually that became the new mold. Every time you break the mold, it becomes the new mold. Yep. But like back then, that was crazy. That was controversial. No, insane. That was like, and nowadays it's like but even you look at it now, and because 1970 was just close enough where you can kind of imagine it, you can imagine how crazy that was back then. Yeah, and that must be how like a Mozart feels, where it's like Mozart seems so like cool, right? But when he was dropping his shit, he was probably like,
he felt, oh shit.
People were like, this guy's controversial. This guy's, the youngins don't do the music how we used to do it. This Mozart guy. Yeah. And you really got to respect that. And I think that album cover perfectly encapsulates that for our generation. And that's just the way I view it. There is a much, much deeper analysis to that album cover. The album cover has a lot to say on it, especially if you look at the flowers, the people that they chose to be in the background. A lot of it says a lot of deep messages. It's actually one of the bigger points on the whole Paul McCartney secretly dead conspiracy. I don't know if you've heard that theory. So Paul McCartney's one of the band members. He's one of the only 2 living Beatles left. And there's a theory that he died in 1970 something. Okay. But since they didn't, I don't believe this theory, by the way. This theory is really stupid. Okay. But so don't lump me in with those people. But he thinks that a lot of people are like, oh, he died in a car accident. And Beatle fans were fucking crazy in the 70s. So they were scared that there's going to be mass suicides. So Beatle fans were crazy. Beatles fans were crazy. There's John, they assassinated John Lennon, the lead, for the Beatles. Beatles fans were because Beatles fans are fucking crazy. So,
was it brutal or did they just shoot him or?
They shot him in the streets because he said that he thought the Beatles were bigger than Jesus. He said he thought the Beatles were more famous than Jesus. So they shot him like 10 years later. Yeah. Well, that's not actually like the 100% reason. Like some people, that's what some people say, and other people are like, no, it's actually because of like this and that. The reason the shooter specifically shot him is because he wanted to be famous. Okay. But one of the reasons that has been given over the years of why he specifically said, I want to be famous, I'm going to shoot John Lennon, was because of that, and also because of Catcher in the Rye, the book. Yeah. A lot of stuff. But whatever. So, they were like, oh, people are going to kill themselves, and they find out that Paul died, so let's replace Paul with a fake Paul. Bro. And if that theory is true, fake Paul has been Paul longer than real Paul is ever. He's still to this day running around like 90-something. It's not real. But there's like a lot of hints in that album cover that people are like, look, there's like a thing. It's like supposed to be the funeral and like the this, that, and the third. And if you play the album in reverse, you hear secret messages that tell you. That's where that whole thing started from, by the way. The whole, if you listen to the album in reverse, it gives you secret messages.
Nah, this shit is crazy.
No, they're different. They're they think Paul is dead, bro. There's one where it's like, if you play it backwards, they say Paul is dead, we killed him. No, it doesn't. When Paul's dead, we miss him. No.
This is elite.
This is elite, bro.
Fuck, man.
Well, what's the name? Oh my god.
An album cover.
No, I'm trying to think because the conspiracy has gone so far that people think that they know fake Paul's real name. Billy Shears. They're not playing what you said.
Shears.
Billy Shears.
Like Minecraft wool. Like
Billy Shears. They think that's his real name. Also, part of the theory is that they held a Paul McCartney lookalike contest, and then the winner. Oh, I think they did that with Kanye too. He's not actually a Nazi, guys.
I guess
They
right.
just replaced the real Kanye.
Whatever all this means, bro.
With Billy Shears.
But any other covers?
I think that was good. I think we leave it. Paul McCartney's alive, guys.
Okay. I can't get away. I mean, I already brought him up once. Virgil Abloh.
The big V.
Probably my favorite album cover of all time.
Probably your favorite human of all time.
Yeah, probably. So probably my favorite album cover of all time. You're familiar with "Pray for Paris" by Westside Gunn?
No, I'm not a big Westside Gunn guy. I wish I was, honestly. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? You're gonna call me such a weirdo for thinking of this straight up, but you know I don't know if you've seen the comic panel of Thaddeus killing Argyle.
I have not seen the comic panel now.
He's literally that's kind of what it looks like. He's like grabbing his head. He's like,
yeah. Like I saw the episode, but not
they cut the part where he actually in the comics they show him like
what is
knife. That's why Argyle's skull's like.
Oh, okay,
knife
okay.
in head.
Yeah. No, yeah, they didn't show that.
Drago being that shit.
But yeah, "Pray for Paris" is probably my favorite album cover of all time.
Yeah, I see it. It's very Renaissance painting-esque. I love it.
And Virgil Abloh did design it.
Virgil Abloh, big guy.
Virgil Abloh's designed it.
Rest in peace.
So many album covers, but
he did Yeezus too, right? Yeezus is another one that I love.
Yes,
I love.
Yeah,
Yeezus.
he did Yeezus.
Love Yeezus.
He's done some that aren't my favorite, but yeah, he's.
I was never a big fan of his like signature style with like the text and the colors, like the very basic color and then just black text.
It's interesting. I think you'd be surprised at some of the ones that he's done.
I was never a big fan of that style, but like this, I love. Yeezus, I love. I think Virgil Abloh was someone that he was very, very talented, and when he did certain things outside of his usual scope, I really loved it. The thing is, I didn't love his usual scope, so I wouldn't call myself a Virgil Abloh fan. Because when it was like things that he does normally, I don't really love it. But when he was like working outside of his usual box, it's like, okay, I love this shit. It's just very, because he's just very talented, you know?
He's very talented. Like, I mean, everybody has misses. Like, I don't love the Pop Smoke one that he did.
Again, I'm not talking about misses though. For me specifically, I'm talking about like his signature style, like, you know, neon green with the black text, or like white with the black text. I was never my vibe. I never felt that too heavy. So again, I wouldn't call myself a Virgil Abloh fan, but when this guy worked outside of his usual, talented. I think that's a very beautiful album cover, and I'd never seen it
that
before.
was amazing. He did Long Live ASAP. He did MBDTF. He did
Long Live ASAP.
Yeah, and
that's
MBDTF.
A good one.
He did
that's a good one too.
He did Kiss the Throne.
I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is probably like one of those album covers where people love that. I love it. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, but I don't get the love behind the album cover that. I love it. No, I like it. I think it's really good.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm surprised.
I think it's really good. But I'll hear people go out and be like, "This is one of the greatest album covers." And I'm like, really? I mean, I like it, but I think I missed the point. Honestly, it's one of those things where I think it's me.
Maybe.
Because I'm not, there's no way. I mean, I love the album. This music on it is some of my favorite Kanye songs of all time. I think it's the best Kanye album of all time, like quality wise. But there's something about the album cover that does not speak to me.
If I'll put it to you this way, it
depends which one we're talking about though. If we're talking about the ballerina one, that one speaks. I like that one. The nude one, that one is like, I think it's you know what it is? It's provocative.
I think if
I love the word provocative.
If I listened to MBDTF and I felt the way I felt about Pray for Paris, about MBDTF, I think MBDTF would be my favorite album cover of all time. Because MBDTF is beautiful. There's really no other way. It's it's tasteful, it looks amazing. I think it's one of the best looking album covers of all time.
Which one? There's like two. Maybe.
This one, the original.
Okay, see that one is my favorite.
I think this is one of the greatest album covers of all time.
I like that one a lot more. I don't personally, right? And then I know this is gonna get me killed. Personally, this isn't like a top 3 Kanye one for me.
It's not?
No, I think.
I mean, he has some really good covers.
I think my top,
some amazing covers.
My top 3 Kanye. It's Ghost. And then we start to get real difficult. This is when we start to get like, it's Jesus.
Okay.
Graduation.
It's a good one.
And then I think it's Dark Twisted.
Okay.
And then maybe like,
I like that Pablo a lot.
I don't know. It's no, not even. I don't know. We start to get real difficult because all of them are like a lot of these are like 10, 10.
Yes.
And it's like I'm ranking 10s versus 10s, and it's like I don't really know what to rank here. But I do know Kids See Ghosts is by far my favorite. Kids See Ghosts is so fucking like I see that album cover and I'm like, dog. Even Yay.
Yeah.
That's another one where I'm just like, Yay might be top 5.
Yeah, he has too many good ones.
Kills it, bro.
He's definitely one of the most consistent.
That's why I don't get My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that much. I get why people love the album. It's my favorite Kanye album, like quality wise. Like I think it's the best one. It's not my favorite. It's the best one. The best one quality wise. But like, I don't think it's the best album cover he's made. I think it's
so interesting
because it's just like there's so many good ones. You know, it's like when we're talking about footy and someone's like, "Yeah, man, my favorite Barcelona player is Xavi."
Okay.
Chavi's amazing. Chavi's amazing, but you grew up in the 2010s and you really enjoyed watching Xavi play more than Messi, more than Iniesta, more than Neymar, more than like, come on, man, those are my boys. And I love Xavi, but you like him, watch him play over those. That's just kind of how I feel about it. It's like it's a great album cover. It's one of the best of all time. But like over Kids See Ghosts, over Graduation, over like Jesus.
Yeah, bro.
Ah, man.
That good, bro.
I get that it's provocative, but like not really my art. My flow. You have anything else you want to? Because I feel like we should start wrapping up soon on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna list off some of mine. You know, all right, bro. I was gonna list off some of mine and call it a day.
Next episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of my favorites and call it a day, bro. To be honest, we're running late. Let God sort them out. Just cause, to be honest.
Just cause.
And no cause. AAWS. And because of the colors. I'll throw even the Devil Smiles by IDK. That one was really cool. Has some meaning. Very nice. I would love to list off a bunch of Alchemist ones, but man, that's difficult. Freddie Gibbs has a mix of very, very funny and good ones. Like, Don't Worry is just Freddie. Like his album Freddie.
Yeah.
It's literally just him. Which is pretty funny.
What do you mean it's just him?
It's just him.
Like, is he posed up or something?
Look.
Like, I guess.
But no, I think Pinata's amazing. I love Alfredo too. Love it. The original Alfredo, amazing. Pinata, amazing. You only live twice. You only live twice. Sorry, amazing. You only die once. Very cool. Not my favorite, but very cool. Yeah, there's too many. There's too many. Way too many. Just go look. Just go look at album covers, bro. Things Fall Apart by The Roots. So cool. So cool.
$22 for pizza, by the way.
All right, but
you can split that.
But all right, man. That's it for me, bro.
Hey, go listen to everything we talked about today.
Go listen to everything.
Go appreciate an album cover. Next album that comes out that you're looking forward to, probably Iceman. Give that album cover a good look before you listen to it. Give a good, and then after you're done listening to it, give it another look and see how your vibes changes, because that's something that's very important. The music should affect the album cover.
That's a fact.
But just appreciate what you got, because you don't know when it's all going to be nasty little dirty AI slop. So appreciate what you got right now and fight AI as much as we can.
Yes.
We'll see y'all in 5 minutes.
We'll see y'all, in a few minutes, literally.
Because we're going to film another one.
I mean, for y'all, it's going to be like
a week.
Yeah. But yeah.
But see, they love behind the scenes stuff. So we just talk about it.
So we'll see y'all in a few minutes.
We'll see y'all in a few minutes. I'm sorry for the bum outfit, by the way. I woke up at like 5. I'm dirty. I'm dirty and tired.
I like it. I like the navy blue and gray. Navy blue and gray always looks good.
Yeah. This is my bum fit. That's why when I go to Waffle House.
Happens, man.
Hey, we love y'all. Stay safe.
See y'all in 5 minutes. Just give us time for a quick snack break.
Peace out, Protatonator.
Peace out, bro. Rotisserie chicken.
Peace out, yo.